So staying in the question isn't about asking a lot of questions, and it isn't about asking leading questions. Staying in the question is really a combination of two things. It's an attitude and it's a skill. It requires an attitude of curiosity, a belief that the patient has something to share with you that will really make a difference in your ability to help them. That's the attitude, an attitude of curiosity, an attitude of wonder. The skill is the skill of listening. And not listening just so that you can make the next statement, but deeply listening so that you can hear beyond just the words the patient is saying. Listening in such a way that encourages them to tell more, to expand on their thinking, so that you get a better perspective of what it is they're trying to say. So staying in the question is about letting go of assumptions. It's about letting go of a need to give information for a short period of time, so that in fact when you do give information, you give information that is more appropriate, more relevant for that particular person. Actually, this staying in the question is a skill that you can practice in your office. There's a very simple exercise you can do. And all it requires is sitting down one-on-one with someone, perhaps somebody on your team, and giving yourself 5 minutes to interview that person. And making a commitment that during that 5 minutes, you'll begin with one question. I like a nice broad question. For example, what would you like me to know about you to work better with you? And after that question, every question you ask after that should be based upon your partner's response to a previous question. So for example, if I were to say, what would be helpful for me to know about you to work well with you, and you said, well, I like to have fun at work. My next question might be something about, what do you consider to be fun? Or how do you feel when work is not so much fun? It would be responsive to what you've already shared with me. I wouldn't ask a question if you say, I like to have fun at work. I wouldn't ask a question like, well, do you have any children? Or do you like to get to work on time? Because I've not been invited into that conversation by you. So for 5 minutes, sit with somebody one-on-one, ask a nice broad question like, what would you like me to know about you to work better with you? And follow their lead and listen carefully to their responses.